Judas was evil. That's a fact. We know it from the New Testament. The leaders of the Sanhedrin were evil. For similar reasons we know it. But what we don't know, or we haven't known until now, is how the leaders of the Sanhedrin combined evil with utter craftiness. How they're able to manipulate Judas, who thought he was in the driving seat in so many ways, and what they had in store for him after he betrayed Jesus, had he not hanged himself. I'm going to read chapter 586 of the Poem of the Man God from the 5th volume. Judas goes to the leaders of the Sanhedrin, given to Maria Valtorta in vision on the 29th of March 1947. Judas arrives at Caiaphas's country house at night, but the moon acts as an accomplice of the murderer, illuminating the road for him. He must be certain that he will find there, in that house, outside the walls, those he is looking for. Otherwise, I think he would have tried to enter the town, and he would have gone to the temple. Instead, he is climbing among the olive trees of the little hill without a moment's hesitation. This time, he is more certain than the previous time, because it is night time, and the darkness and the late hour protect from every possible surprise. The country roads are now deserted, after being busy all day with the crowds of pilgrims going to Jerusalem for Passover. Even poor lepers are now in their caves and are sleeping the sleep of unhappy people, forgetting their fate for a few hours. Judas is now at the door of the house, which is all white in the moonlight. He knocks 3 times, once, 3 times again, twice. Even the conventional signal is familiar to him, and it must be a sure signal, because the door is half opened without any check by the doorkeeper through the peephole in the door. Judas steals in, and he asks the servant porter, who greets him, "Have the members assembled?" Yes, Judas of Kerioth, they have. A full assembly, I might say. Take me there. I have to speak of an important matter. Quick. The man locks the door with all the bolts and precedes him along a semi-dark vestibule, stopping in front of a heavy door at which he knocks. The murmur of the voices in the closed room stops and is replaced by the noise of the lock and the squeaking of the door, which is opened, and a cone of bright light is projected on the dark corridor. "It's you. Come in," says the person who opened the door and who is unknown to me. And Judas goes into the hall, while the man who opened the door locks it again. There are signs of surprise, or at least of excitement, when they see Judas enter the room. But they greet him all together. "Peace to you, Judas of Simon." "Peace to you, members of the Holy Sanhedrin," greets Judas. "Come forward. What do you want?" they ask him. "I want to speak to you of the Christ. It is not possible to go on like this. I can no longer be of any assistance to you unless you make up your minds to take drastic measures. The man is suspicious by now." "Have you given away yourself, you fool?" they exclaim, interrupting him. "No, but you are the fools, as you have made the wrong move by hurrying things in a stupid way. You knew very well that I would serve you, but you did not trust me." "You have a weak memory, Judas of Simon. Don't you remember how you parted from us the last time? Who could think that you were loyal to us when you proclaimed in that way that you could not betray him, says Helkai, ironically, and he sounds more venomous than ever. And do you think that it is easy to get to deceive a friend? The only one who really loves me? The innocent? Do you think it is easy to go so far as to commit a crime? Judas is excited. They try to calm him down, and they coax him, and they allure him, or at least they try to do so, pointing out that he will not commit a crime, but a holy deed for his fatherland, whom he will spare reprisals from the rulers, who are already giving signs of intolerance because of the continual public commotions and divisions of parties and crowds in a Roman province, and for mankind, if he's really convinced of the divine nature of the Messiah and of his spiritual mission.